We're on our 7th webinar for You Can Heal Your Life from Pain. Heal your life from pain, emotional and physical. And this is a really incredible time that we're all going through. It's a very strange time, and I don't think we could have programmed this any better than to do this fantastic course right now in 2020 as we're doing it. Okay. You have been becoming aware of your immune system's importance. The last two meetings we had, I spoke about the brain, I spoke about the immune system, I spoke about perfect health, and you are now becoming aware of your immune system's importance and of the very close relationship that you must have with it for life, okay? We spoke a lot about the immune system the last time we met. We've been speaking about the importance of keeping your brain healthy and your immune system healthy for the past 2 months. And every time we meet, it seems that the world has totally changed from the weeks before. It just keeps changing every day, more and more, every day, more and more. We are having to live in emergency mode. And it may seem like we have less things around us which we can count on, which we can depend on. That is why it is fundamental for you to do everything you can do every day to help your immune system help you. Naturally, by fortifying it, by living a pain-free life, by treating yourself exceptionally well. I'm not saying treating yourself well. I'm saying right now we have to treat ourselves exceptionally well, and by living with joy. So how can we live with joy when all around us is not joy? And we're facing problems, and we hear death tolls on the TV daily, and people all around us are speaking about an unknown virus which is ravaging mankind across the globe, the whole globe, okay? How can we speak about joy? We must. And if you were putting in 50% of effort in this course in the past weeks, I want you to give yourself a turbo boost and push, and make sure that you are now jumping up the energy to 100%. It is fundamental, it's paramount that you understand this now, because the way things are in the world, we're all sitting around hoping it's going to get better, and that's good, but let's prepare our immune system for whatever is coming in the future, okay? So it's time to prepare yourself for the future. In this webinar, we are preparing ourselves for the future, okay? I want you to be more focalized than ever. COVID-19 is strong because man is weak. I have written this all over the internet. It's strong because man is weak. And we do not want to see this. We want to see that this COVID is strong, and it's just picking people out, just, and man is weak. And that was one of the first things I told you in lesson 1, the first session. I was saying how people were so weak, and 9 out of 10 people were sick. And it was just crazy, and we were debilitating our bodies to the point that we were exposed to disease. That was the first one, January 1st. I spoke about this. So what happens now is the world is trying to look at human beings like, well, someone 18 has the disease or died of the disease, or someone 45 has the disease or died of the disease. As we looked in the first 2, 3, 4, 5 sessions, we looked at how that age does not mean you have perfect health. It does not mean you have a healthy immune system. It just means that you're that old. That's all it means. You are that age. You could be 40 and have high blood pressure, be a chain smoker, have a drinking problem, and you have problems. You have problems. So everyone's trying to not see that people were weak from January 1st. Okay, and it was very, very scary to me. It was very strange to me as I was mounting this video. It was almost like I was saying, you know, watch out, because if a gust of wind comes by and goes, you know, everybody's going to fall over, because no one is living in perfect health, and no one is even taking care of their health. So this is what we're gonna cement this into your brain today. That's what we're gonna do today, and it is time to prepare for your future. So we are talking about you creating your future, even though around you it's pandemonium. You know, in English we say pandemonium when we want to say it's craziness. Okay, we don't use it as pandemonium epidemic. We use it as pandemonium. It's just everything's out of control. Okay, so let's start to learn the true lesson behind all of this. As the days go by, I'm sure that everyone is seeing how everything we are discussing in this course is essential to your future. I hope you are seeing this. What does your future look like? I want you to think, we're creating our future today. We're creating our future, and I want you to see, what does your future look like? Are you going to live in fear, or are you going to become naturally stronger emotionally and physically? Which way are you going to go? Because everybody's going in a certain way. They're usually going towards, I'm going to live in fear. Or are you going to become naturally strong emotionally and physically? The world seems to be on pause in this moment. But in this course, we are not on pause. We are getting the turbo boost, okay? We are pumping up the energy as you finally realize how important leaving emotional and physical pain is. You're realizing it now. All you have to do is watch and look around you, and you are realizing that it is fundamental, and it has always been fundamental, and how your best defense in life is and has always been a top-notch healthy immune system. Today it is fundamental for you to heal and to protect yourself by becoming stronger than you've ever dreamed possible, and in every way right now, starting with your immune system. Okay, we're talking about immune system. We talked about our brains before. We talked about our emotions. We talked about inner happiness. We talked about success. We talked about a lot of things. Right now we're just going to consolidate on the immune system. Okay, so cultivating perfect health daily in your life is no longer an option. I hope that is clear. And we're going to talk about it today. It's no longer an option, but we should think of taking care of ourselves and creating perfect health in our bodies as a joy. We have to think, I'm going to talk to you today, even though every day they're talking about 800-900 people died. I'm going to talk to you about joy, okay? You have to create joy, and you have to think that creating perfect health in your life is a joy. I want you to make a choice right now to live in pain and fear, thinking a virus is stronger than you, or healing your life from pain and learning how to create a super immune system naturally, not with natural products, but just by changing how you are living, thinking, and treating yourself. This means freedom, and it also means not living in fear. Fear of getting sick, fear of others, fear of your future, etc., etc., okay? This means freedom. I want you to think about it for a minute. What is the world teaching you in 2020? I know what I'm teaching you, but what is the world teaching you in 2020? How to wash your hands, how to live in fear, how to distance yourself from other human beings, or what's the best mask to use, what's the best disinfectant, how many incredible, ingenious ways there are to monitor patients from home, how to test the level of oxygen in your blood, how to make garlic and ginger soup, okay? What are the best vitamins and supplements to take? Everything you could possibly want to know about the COVID virus. And unfortunately, how many people are getting sick daily? That's what the world is teaching you, that and much more. That and much more. Will you be subtly trained, passively, to live in fear as you wait for the medical world to finally come up with a vaccine? Or will you go beyond all this and see the solution? Okay, because it's very subtle. It's very subtle. And if I were going to make an example of how you were trained for pain, which is the title of one of the books I just finished writing, How You Were Trained for Pain, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Everything is just focused on this and not on the solution. Okay? So are you going to go past all this and see the solution? There is a big elephant in the room. Okay? In America, we say there's an elephant in the room when there's something really big and obvious that everybody's trying not to see. But it's huge and everybody's making like they don't see it. Okay? Why is no one talking about the necessity for man to cultivate perfect health? Why? Why has no one said this? I personally have not heard anyone say anything about the necessity for people to naturally get their immune systems in perfect health and shape and optimized immune functions. I said naturally, as I'm telling you. Okay, as I've told you in almost every session we've done, before COVID-19 hit, 9 out of 10 people were worldwide had some sort of health problem, and practically no one was living in perfect health. A world of people living with suppressed immune systems created this fertile ground for this virus to spread, unfortunately. And now it's time to stop ignoring the solution. It's time to get moving and to prepare ourselves to exist as a humanity. We cannot exist as a humanity sick. We just can't. Any virus is now becoming stronger than us. Because we're so weak, it is mutating and becoming stronger. Because it's not seeing any sort of barriers in us. So we all have to get it into our heads that we can no longer be passive about our health and intoxicate our bodies with stress, hormonal imbalances, medicines, an overload of supplements, toxins, junk food, pain, and everything else. I'm sure you have realized by now that this fantastic free online course is accompanying you during what will probably be remembered as the most critical year of our humanity. I want you to heal from pain. I want you to heal from pain, disease, fear, confusion, and render your bodies immune from all of this for the rest of your life, and not a moment too soon. So the world may seem like somebody pushed the pause button, but we are not on pause. Some people are just sitting on the couch because they can't go outside, obviously. Sitting on the couch and, we're going to eat pizza and watch TV. I need for all of you to say, what am I doing in 2020? I'm thinking about my future, and I'm thinking about my perfect health, and it is not an option. So what are you going to learn in 2020? What will you learn in 2020?